So we've got the big boxing fight between Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury taking place tomorrow. Now, I've just got a question for all of you guys. I mean, does anyone actually care about these boxing fights anymore? These corny, money-making machines? I mean, it's getting a little bit old at this point, to be completely honest with you. Now, just quickly, for any of you martial artists out there, you might want to subscribe to our newsletter. It's in the description below. It's completely free. Cover things like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, conditioning, how to prevent injuries, and all these sorts of things. And you also get my free ebook, Combat Training Essentials, when you subscribe as well. All right, guys, let's get into it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy for Francis Ngannou making a fat paycheck, but I think it's got a little bit old, especially with all these YouTubers coming out like Logan Paul, like Jake Paul, and KSI fighting all these retired, washed up MMA fighters, that it's getting a little bit stale in my opinion. I mean, we all know the result of the fight before it's even going to happen, and I just feel like, to be completely honest with you, that I'm getting robbed of my money. But I'm definitely not going to be purchasing any of these corny boxing fights. I mean, why would you? It's absolute robbery, daylight robbery from everyone involved. But I mean, obviously they're making money from it, right? People are paying to watch this crap. The only boxing event that I've paid for was the Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather one, and that was just because, it was never done before. But every other contest since then has been pretty mediocre, and I expect Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury to be no different. I mean, you always have people trying to sell you the fact that, the MMA fighter stands a chance. Like, he doesn't stand a chance. This guy's been boxing solely for how many years now? Obviously, as a mixed martial artist, they have a more diversified skill set. But if you've got someone that just focuses on boxing, that one particular discipline, and you've got someone that's a mixed martial artist that's been doing that for about 10 years, they've been focusing on too many things. There's just no other way that any of these fights are going to play out. Obviously, I expect Tyson Fury to knock out Francis Ngannou, whichever which way he pleases, at whatever round he chooses. I'm just finding the whole promotion and song and dance for these things a little bit underwhelming. I mean, the only real winner out of these boxing fights are the fighters. So in that respect, I'm all for it, but just not something that I'm interested in anymore. Obviously, Francis Ngannou is going to make a lot of money, and I love the fact that he's, rubbed this in the UFC's face, and he's done everything that people said that he couldn't do, but that's where I draw the line. I'm not going to be watching the event. I don't really care who wins because we all know that Tyson Fury is just going to absolutely smash him. But what do you guys think of this event? Are you actually going to watch it? Do you guys care for this as little as I do? I mean, the only thing that really excites me about this boxing match is that we're not going to have to talk about it after tomorrow and a couple of days after, obviously, breaking down the fight and how Tyson Fury won. But what does excite me is Francis Ngannou's next move in MMA. Obviously, he's signed to the PFL, right? So I'm very excited to see what's next for him in mixed martial arts. It's a damn shame that we never got that John Jones fight, and it looks like it's never going to happen again. Obviously, John Jones recently pulled out of his fight against Stipe Miocic with a torn pectoral muscle. So he's going to be out for about 8 months, and there's just no way that, John Jones and Francis Ngannou's past are going to meet again. Stipe Miocic is unlikely to be facing John Jones anytime soon, and being 8 months away, obviously it's a bit strange that they're doing this, interim title fight when Dana White's just come out and said that neither of those guys are going to face John Jones. But anyway, we're going to talk about the updated changes to this UFC card later on today. That's it from everyone. Take care.